Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect 2. So we are back at the galaxy map. I think we're doing fairly well. I don't think we've got too much for us to really be concerned about. We have a couple of missions that we need to do. We have some little assignments here and then just some loyalty missions. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and pop open the galaxy map. We're going to make our way over to the mass relay, and I feel like the best course of action is to maybe do some of these side missions before we go to some of the main planets and spend a whole heap of money. So there is an actively crashing ship in progress. I think we should go ahead and be heroes. Let's go ahead and we'll bounce on over there and we will see if we can save whatever's going on. So the MSV Broken Arrow, I think that's probably worth helping. So let's go ahead and enter the orbit. Yeah, it looks like re-entry is becoming a thing. Anomaly detected. Scans detect a rapidly decaying derelict ship in orbit over planet Jonas. Registration matches the MSV Broken Arrow. Ship's manifest notes volatile munitions cargo on board. If left undisturbed, the ship's trajectory will lead to the impact with Jonas. High probability that the crash site will be far gone. Jonas's largest human colony. That's not good. Geth signatures are detected aboard. Let's go ahead and board this thing and see what we can do. Alright, so, okay, so it looks like Samara is now loyal. I think she also got a new outfit, so there's like a black and gold instead of red and gold. Sure. What is her skill? Heavy throw, reeve, and pull. We might go ahead and give her a shot. Could also go ahead and maybe bring Tali. The AI hacking. Yeah, look, I think that's not a bad crew thing. Oh, and we also have extra outfits for her as well. There is another black and gold as well as a similar one there. Let's go with yeah, we'll go ahead and that will work, I suppose. And then we'll go ahead and we'll bring Samara as well. All in all, I don't think I'm particularly concerned about what we're dealing with. Alright, so we do have 4 points for us to spend. Do we want incendiary ammo? Honestly, having this is probably not a bad plan for us. We've also got disruptor ammo that we could upgrade. It's a bit of a pickle, really. Oh, actually, I think there's also the, yeah, we should probably save some of these points because there is, there is a tech that gives us a loyal squad mate's power to ours, so we might hold off on that. As for Tali, let's go ahead and we'll pick up the energy drain. I think that's not a bad plan. We'll get that up and running and that should be good. Alright, so let's go ahead and see. Grenade launcher, oh, that should be fine. Yeah, I think that is good enough. Right.
Warning. Collision with the planet's surface is imminent. I am transmitting a countdown to advise you of the time remaining until impact.
Alright, time to get rolling. Alright, so we have 5 minutes here. Let's quickly go ahead and make sure that we have disruptor ammo equipped. Samara will keep the assault rifle. Tali can go with a shotgun. And let's get rolling. So, Captain's log, what have we got? Yellow alert. I'm moving the ship to yellow alert. While we have seen no signs of trouble, I'm not sure we won't run into the Geth this far out. We have to be prepared for anything. I've been told it's a terrible idea to go out this far towards Geth territory, but these colonies need to defend themselves. Sometimes I think the only thing keeping the crew from shriveling up in fear is the 100 crates of military-grade weaponry on board. A little shore leave when we get to the Nirarf system will do us all some good. We also we have a lot of deliveries to make, and it's not going to get any friendlier out here. Okay, red alert. Moving the ship to red alert. The Geth are attacking. We're ill-equipped for an attack of this magnitude, but we'll do everything we can to survive this. These colonies need these weapons, and this attack is further proof of how dire the situation is out here. And signing off, this will be the last entry in this log. Given the severity of the Geth attack, I have ordered all hands to evacuate and head towards the colony. Should the Geth succeed in capturing this ship, they also gain control of the 100 crates of weapons in the cargo hold. Therefore, I am using my authorization codes to scuttle the ship, hopefully destroying the Geth that remain on board. I intend to stay aboard to make sure that the ship dies gracefully. My plan is to disable the ship's engine, thus causing our orbit to decay. This will bring the MSV Broken Arrow down to the surface where the self-destruct timer will destroy the ship. I must be careful. If I fail, there's no telling where this ship will end up. Okay, let's keep on moving then. Let's start bypassing and see what we can do. We've got some Wi-Fi. We've got some resistors. I'm fairly sure that's a copyright. And that is all we need. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, quick and the dead right there. Access systems report. Navigation offline. Life support. Systems damaged. Hull breach detected. Local atmosphere venting to space. Engine status disabled. To restore power, re-engage the power couplings. Warning. Atmospheric entry detected. Impact with planetary surface imminent. Alright, so that's all of that. Let's pick up some Metagel. Let's get a reload rolling. Let's see. No, we're all good. Let's examine. Engine room sealed. Hang on a second. What did we miss? Oh, what's back there? Refined iridium? Ah, override. There we go. That's the button. Alright, let's get sprinting because we've got limited time here. Around the corner, still doing okay. Where are the Geth? You know that they got to be here somewhere. Alright, engine restart is up over there. Let's go ahead and zoom on up. I think we'll go take out that trooper. Alright, let's see what we can do.
I'm hacking that one.
Alright, we're alright here. Let's activate our first power coupling. That is up and... Oh, interrupted? Hang on a second.
Get them off their feet.
Come on, can we get this done?
Neutralize one.
Alright, that's one. What do we need to do now? Oh, hang on a second. Can we make our way back around here? No. Alright, I guess we've got to go back up. Ooh, more iridium.
Overwriting its friend or foe detection.
Alright, let's let our friends do some hacking. Oh wait, maybe we can make the jump? Is that viable? Hang on a second. Alright. Take care of them. That should be good enough. Alright, so that's the first one. Nothing else down here. Can we drop down? No. Can we run and jump? Oh, wait a second. Down the front here. Hang on. There we go. Ah, that's my bad. Alright, you know what? It's fine. We'll go ahead and...
Oh, my shields are down. That one is dead.
We'll deal with that. Alright, I think we're good. Interrupted. Let's try that one more time. Alright, excellent. Hang on, let's just double check and make sure that there's nothing further back. No. Alright, we'll let our squad mates do what they do best. We are going to restart the engines. Alright, bypassing. Nice and simple. Alright, so that should be there. Resistors, resistor, Wi-Fi, copyright. Wi-Fi and resistors. Alright. Power should be online. Now comes the question. Do we cease decaying? Alright, that's a good sign.
We've done it.
Alright, and we're up. Oh, and that's it. Okay, I guess we didn't have to fight off the last of them. Alright, experience gain, some credits, some iridium. Lovely. Alright, cool. Well, that's rather nice. Alright, so we can go ahead and boost our
Commander, you've
powers.
received a new message at your private terminal.
Unread message. What have we got? To the Normandy, our thanks from Raphael Cologne, Governor of Fargon Colony on Jonas. Normandy crew, we've retrieved your identity from the docking data aboard the MSV Broken Arrow. We're led to believe that your crew is responsible for saving our colony from a catastrophic event. Not only did you defeat the Geth and prevent the ship from crashing into the planet in a trajectory that would have destroyed our colony, but you also saved nearly 100 munitions crates that would have been lost in the ship's scuttling. Thanks to you, we're safe and can continue the Broken Arrow's work in arming the colonies on the fringe of Geth space. On behalf of the residents of Fargon Colony, you have our eternal gratitude. And a thank you from, thank you from my daughter, Diana. Okay, so this was the mum of the last victim of Morinth. Commander Shepard, Arya Talok told me where to send this. I'm Nef's mother, Diana. We talked when you came to investigate her death. Arya also told me that a dead Asari woman was found in one of the wealthy apartments. She was the one who killed my daughter. Thank you. I don't know who brought you into my life, but thank you for avenging my daughter. My Nef deserved better than this. I couldn't give it to her, but at least you killed the woman who took away what little she had. Alright. Well, I'm glad to see that that's all worked out. Let's also go ahead and, thinking of that retraining thing, let's see, what have we got? We've got the weapons here, ship upgrades, prototypes. So I think it was, let's see, retrain powers? No, advanced training. Okay, can learn to use a single bonus power. Obtaining more loyal squad members will increase the number of powers available for Shepard. Can complete this multiple times. Each time the power is completed, Shepard selects a new bonus power, and any already spent transfer to the new selected bonus power. Alright, so let's go ahead and research this. We've got plenty of EZO, so it's not like it's a big deal one way or the other. Yes. What do we want? So, there is barrier, so we can get a huge amount of damage reduction. There is a slam, there is a reeve. Energy drain could be nice. Warp ammo could also be rather good. Let's see. Heavier damage against health, armor, and biotic barriers. Inferno grenade. And a flashbang. So many interesting choices. Honestly, I like the idea of warp ammo. That's not a bad plan, although realistically, I think our Inferno does pretty good there. We could try with boosting our shields. Yeah. Maybe we go for the barrier just so we have extra armor. It's probably the best one for us at this stage. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll pick that up. We should be fairly well equipped with the rest. And so that means, let's see, let's check out our squad. So we've got the barrier, we can go ahead and boost that up. And it looks like it didn't cost us any, oh no, we got the, I don't know if that cost us a squad point or not. But this would mean, let's see, extra 50% of maximum shields, boosted up even higher. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and give that a bit of a boost, and we'll see how that plays out. Alright, but either way, we can always change it if we find that we don't like it, but that would be rather good for, minimizing the incoming damage. Alright, so back to the galaxy map, and I think we're going to go ahead and deal with... actually, you know what? Any anomalies here? The answer is no. Okay, that's fine. We will leave that be. Alright, back to the mass relay. Let's go. Let's then head to disable the false signal. I think that's one of the mercenaries that had a false distress signal. We want to make sure that everybody is doing as well as possible. Yeah, okay, so that's a bit of a way out. Let's quickly go ahead and check our fuel reserves. Yeah, we're all good. Alright then. Let's go ahead and disable that. Let's scoot on over there. Anything? Haha, and we just had a the right amount of momentum to get there. Alright, so let's head to Sanctum and disable that, and we'll see
Anomaly detected.
how it goes. Okay, so Sanctum is the proof of the old spacer adage. Just because it's a colder garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperature zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in this pelagic seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory. Carbon dioxide levels on the Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a breath mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Also travel advisory. Piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Well, you know what? We're going to help put that to rest.
Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done.
Probe launched.
Clearly they're checking some
I
tunnels.
have found something.
Let's go ahead and land on in. It looks like the distress beacon detected on the initial sweep is confirmed to be a fabrication set in place to lure unsuspecting ships into orbit for pirate ambush. Preliminary scans indicate that shutting down false distress beacon will stop the Blue Sun's transmission and disable their ambush site. Surface scans show Blue Sun's communication signatures concentrated around a shuttle hangar bay. Well, let's land and let's give them a taste of their own medicine. They think it's a trap for us. Little do they know that we are trapping them. Alright, so who do we wish to bring along? Let's bring Samara again. I think she did pretty good in that last one, and we're still yet to really see her abilities be used to their maximum potential. And then, you know what? Grunt is always up for a fight, so let's bring him along as well. Yeah, two very scary adversaries for someone who's not on our side. Alright, so she's fine. He's got fortification. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and we'll leave that for now. And I think everybody is happy. Oh wait, Grunt should probably have a different shotgun. The scimitar, yeah, we could probably go for the... Is that the Claymore? Very rare Krogan shotgun? Yeah, as far... I think that's probably the best one. Yeah, let's see. I think he's the only one who can really carry that. Or is it the Claymore? Hang on, yeah, it's the Claymore. That's the one. Very rare Krogan shotgun. Let's go ahead and we will accept that. There we go. Now we can continue. Yep, that seems like an appropriate response. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and... I think we'll stick with the disruptor ammo. We'll let our Krogan friend have the incendiary. And if everything's all
Ambush!
fine,
Stay close!
we're going to scoot on forwards.
Been spotted.
And give them a bad day. Alright, well, very solid opening salvo. Let's roll on up. We're going to cause them a bit of trouble.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Alright, you know what? Maybe we go for incendiary. I'm not really feeling all of these shields too much. Let's just put damage on target. Okay, so that's that. Anything that's worth salvaging out here? I'm sure there is. Yeah, there we are. Refined iridium. Nothing back over there. Actually, hang on a second. I know what these games are like. Is there anything hiding behind our landing pad? It would make sense if they're gonna try and ship anything out from here. Although I do know it's an ambush base, but even then... Oh, okay, fine. I guess we're out of luck in that regard. Alright, back in we go. Let's just see. Are the others still following us? Okay. I think we're all good. Alright, we'll pick up a little bit of ammo. And data pad.
A shuttle just landed outside the southern entrance. Get out there and take them out, now.
I don't see that going well for them. But either way, let's go ahead and dive on in.
Due to concerns over employee safety, the Broadfield mining facility has been closed until further notice.
Oh, we do have enemies. I'm not seeing them getting through this. Alright, let's reload. Oh, right, and we have a barrier too, don't we? Let's go ahead and use that. A little bit of bonus shielding actually works out rather nicely for us. Lets us sustain our firepower. Alright, there we go. Alright, nothing in this little alcove up there. Let's see, off to the left or off to the right? Alright, well there's the objective, so let's make sure we can do some sufficient looting. Because as we saw on that other mission, the moment we get to the end, we don't really have a chance to do a double take. Alright, copyright is up over there. Resistor and tunnel. So we'll go ahead and pop that there. Wi-Fi, oh, that's there. Excellent. Alright, just short of $2,000 is always acceptable. And then what have we got here? Another data pad.
Hey cousin, that jerk Selim just fired me for no reason. I swear the guy has it out for me. I hear the Blue Suns are hiring people to take out some dumbass vigilante on Omega. I'm gonna go show them how it's done. Wish me luck.
Well, I'm pretty sure we know how that all played out. Alright, well, unfortunate for them though. Nothing there. Oh, never mind, it was just the door popping up. That's all good. Let's go ahead and make our way there. Yeah, no other super secret things. Ooh, quotient notice.
Due to Phillips' brilliant expansion of the northern mining tunnels into the mess hall last week, our small facility will be closing indefinitely. All teams will be transferred to the nearest starbase shortly.
Well, I guess that explains how they took over such an empty place so easily.
Incoming!
Engaging hostile!
That'll work. No one else, nothing else. Cool. Let's keep on rolling. Okay, that's just for illumination. Oh yeah, there's a good old boring machine. Ooh, refined iridium. Thank you kindly. I will always take free resources. Alright, now what do we see? Maybe a mech? Surely this is big enough for a mech or something of that size to come rolling through. Power cells? It's often a good sign. Okay, so there's the door. Let's go ahead and just double check.
We've got a major haul coming in from that dig site, boys. Move all the unsorted cargo to the mines to make room.
Sounds like a sizable payday. More iridium, and then nothing else worth noting, maybe. Okay, I was hoping that maybe there was like some kind of hidden heavy weapon that we could scan. Well, we can dream.
Whoever you are, you won't make it out of here alive.
Oh no, 2 big mechs. Can we survive?
They've seen us.
I think we can. Alright, let's go ahead and let's let's deal with... Obviously we can see that Yumi mech back there, but I think we'll go ahead and focus on that one. Let's go ahead and we'll get our barrier up and rolling. And then, do we just go with some grenades or do we... Nah, we should be fine. Sheer volume of firepower is the way to do it. Oh.
No shields!
As long as, of course, we take cover here and there. Alright, that's one down. Can we go ahead and reeve? Yes, we can. Alright. Best thing for us, we can pretty much keep up a rate of fire compared to one of them. Oh, so now that the mechs don't work, you send in the people?
Spotted.
That is questionable strategy there, my friends. Alright, we'll make you disappear. Kinda hoping I can make that thing fall, but I guess not. Alright, well I guess that's that. Where are we going? Alright, so we're gonna go through that locked door there, but I think we'll do a quick once around over here. See if we can learn anything from these shuttles. Looks like they've got some pretty cool little fighters there. Come on, break up the crate. Medkits. Nice. Not that we needed it, but we'll always sell off the extra for money. And then... what else is there? I guess there's this door back here. Yeah, there we go. A wall's safe to bypass. Let's go ahead and make some more money. Check out the Wi-Fi. I think that's all of this. Alright, and then just one more room to loot before we go through. I doubt it's going to cause us much trouble. Yeah, we just have to bypass that one. Alright, so what do we have back here? It looks like some kind of prison interrogation room. Poor fellow. Alright, so client agent incoming. An agent from the prospective client arrived today. The client has asked for discretion, which raised a few red flags. On Commander Santiago's suggestion, I plan to persuade the agent to divulge the nature and location of the cargo. Prothean artifact confirmed. Well, that didn't take long. The client's agent folded under minimum pressure. Commander Santiago's hunch was correct. The client hopes to hire us to move a Prothean artifact from the dig site. With a little more pressure, the agent should gladly give up the location of the dig site itself. And then the dig site location confirmed. It took some persuasion, but the agent gave up the location of the dig site. I am dispatching ships and men to the location now. Santiago ought to be pleased. That Prothean artifact is worth much more than we'd ever get for transporting it. Yeah, that's typically the way valuable goods get transported. Very seldom is it the exact same cost of whatever it is you're hauling. But either way, let's go ahead and bypass here. We'll see if that leads us on to any further sites we might need to investigate. So, yeah. We'll just see how it all goes. Alright, so the distress beacon we can overload. Any other cheeky little scans? No? Okay, then fine.
We've done it.
Alright, so that's been disabled. Gain some more experience, some more money, and iridium. A pretty decent salvage for very minimal work. Not to mention it does help aid all of the well, pretty much everybody up around in the region, so that's going to be good. We should double check to see now if there's anything on our journal. Did we get locations of anything? No, we just have to go ahead and complete picking up some packages. Still need to swing past the Citadel and yeah, go to the shop on the Citadel or Eternity on Ilium and find packages. Okay, so it's one of them, and then we can head to wherever. I think we'll probably end up going past the Citadel. That should be fine. Mission-wise, that now means we can either head straight to the Citadel. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll head to the Citadel. We can deal with Garrus and Thane, and then we'll make our way to Tuchanka after we've got as much money as possible. I think that's the way to do this. So, let's make our way back to, yeah, the mass relay. Oh, missile attack. Hang on a second. Maybe there is a second part that we missed. Where is this? Ah, stop the missile attack. Okay, so I guess we did pick up some information there. Let's go ahead and...
I have detected an anomaly.
Let's see, a large moon, Franklin retains a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide, but its desolate surface holds no signs of water or life. In order to defend Watson from the pirates of the Terminus systems, Franklin is home to 2 Alliance spaceports and naval bases capable of fielding 6 fighter squadrons each and a classified number of interplanetary ballistic missiles. Mass Effect fields keep the gravity in its installations at a comfortable level for long-term living. Okay. Sure. Let's go ahead and...
Detected. Report to hazard shelters immediately. Repeat. Javelin Mark II missile launch detected. Report...
Launching probe.
Oh, okay. So a missile has been
Testing on our
launched.
sensors.
I didn't quite mean to not pick up the resources, but it is what it is. Scans detect an Alliance colony defended by a Javelin Mark II missile base. A distress signal indicates that the base is compromised by Batarians who have launched 2 missiles at the Alliance colony. Total destruction of colony is imminent. 0 probability of survivors if missiles strike. Find the control panel between the Javelin Mark II missile base. Time of impact calculated. Landing party will have 5 minutes to deactivate the missiles after shuttle touchdown. Okay, well, you know what? That's fairly quick and simple. Let's go ahead and land right now and be done with the immediate dangers. Alright, so let's bring... Let's see, who do we want to bring along? Garrus isn't a bad choice. You know, the concussive shot overload. It's not bad. We could also bring Morden or some of those. Let's see, Thane. Unstable warp. That could be interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll bring Thane, and then... Who else haven't we brought out in a while? You know, we haven't taken Jack out on many missions. Warp ammo, improved shockwave. You know what? Sure, let's go ahead and we'll let her stretch her legs planetside for a bit. I know she does like a good fight. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and leave... Oh, wait a second. No, we're going to go ahead and pick up that warp ammo. That'll be good for her. And then I think we continue. Alright, everybody has decent weapons. Alright. Alright, so we still have our ammo equipped. Let's go ahead and give Jack the warp ammo.
2 missiles are approaching.
Someone got their asses shot up out here.
So what have we got? Oh. Oh. That'll work. Alright, looks like this is not the right way to go though. Let's turn around. Oh. Let's get unstuck. There we go. Alright, nothing we can do for them. Let's go ahead and bypass this door and get rolling. Let's see, there we have it.
They're up ahead.
Prison guard. Huh. Oh, actually, we're getting close to death right there. Let's maybe boost up our shielding. Alright, let's just keep on moving. What have we got? Missile silo? I thought I saw something else we could collect back up here. Oh. Hang on a second. Alright, let's quickly take cover. Power cells, we will take. Oh, hang on a second. Let's be cautious here. Let's go ahead and grab the barrier. Alright, so our objective is back down that way, but that's fine. We'll quickly double check. Ooh, nothing behind closed doors. Alright, let's reload our weapon. Let's bypass. Wi-Fi. Hang on. Resistors. Yeah, Wi-Fi and tunnels. Alright, we should still have enough time to get through, I think. 2.5 minutes. Yeah, we're fine. Alright. Come on. Let's go ahead and throw. Maybe pull.
Watch the landing.
Yeah, kind of hard to hide when that's the case. Alright, so. Kill switch activate. I think that seems reasonable. Oh, all safe. Let's grab that money. Alright, let's go ahead and start hacking this thing. That'll do. Need some of the green segments. And that will be sufficient, and then that'll do.
There is only one remaining kill switch code. Therefore, only one missile can be stopped. Use the kill switch code to save your selected target.
Oh dear, we have to save one or the other. Okay, so there's a residential district, the capital city. Apply kill switch here and save the city and hundreds of lives. With its industrial area destroyed, however, this colony will no longer be viable and have to be evacuated. Or do we go for the spaceport? Apply kill switch to protect Alliance interests and tactical viability, albeit at the cost of hundreds of lives in the city. Yeah, no, look, don't get me wrong. The Alliance, we can pay for a new base. The civilians, though, at the end of the day, all of those soldiers have their lives on the line to protect their people. They signed on for that kind of risk. As for the residents, I think that is the right choice. So let's go ahead and save them.
Done.
Alright, well, we saved those that we could. We saved the most amount of lives that we were able, but that is just the reality of things sometimes. There is no, well, yeah, sometimes there's no winning in war. That just seems to be the thing. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and head back to the base, to Normandy. Alright, well, prevented Batarian radicals from destroying the colony on Franklin. We protected the residential core. Thousands of lives were saved. Gained some experience and some money. Yeah. Again, at least the Alliance should be able to rebuild. But I think that's where we're going to end things for today. So if you do want to see more Mass Effect 2, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.